Welcome back, everybody that's returning, and those of you that are new, welcome to my platform. My name is Astraea Love, and I am going to be doing a reading for you guys today. So please make sure you're familiar with my legal disclaimer. It's in the description box below, along with a link to my other platform. Okay, I hope everybody's having a good, Monday? I hope everybody's having a good Monday. The Moon's Day. Okay, so we're calling upon the Most High God and the Holy Spirit. We're asking that Jesus Christ, the Ascended Masters, our spiritual team of highest light and resonance, and the ancestors put a cloak of protection around us so that we may be safe and protected during this reading. We also ask that God uncloak this platform and uncloak us so that these messages can reach the people that need them, and anybody that needs my assistance can find me. We're also asking that the archangels in the spiritual realm block out anyone or anything that would try to negatively influence or impact this reading in any way. I pray for the highest light, the highest knowledge, highest wisdom, and highest truth to be revealed to me and my collective, and I pray for all of my subscribers. Now, as I call upon your personal favor, God, please continue to bless and prosper this platform. Please continue to bless and prosper me. And please continue to donate to my cause and give me messages to reveal to the collective, and anything that you would like said or you have any messages to relay, I am always open and available for that. Thank you for everything that you do for us, God. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All glory goes to you. Amen. And I hope that what I am doing is pleasing you. Okay, so by watching my videos, you're agreeing to the contract of being in control of yourself, being responsible for yourself, and with any of the information being channeled. Please be on your best behavior because the Most High God is watching and the Holy Spirit is listening. By watching my videos, you're agreeing to not attack, bully, or persecute me for my calling. Also, this contract includes no copyright, no gatekeeping, no shadow banning, no voodoo, no witchcraft, no evil eye, no energy harvesting, all that stuff. If you do any of that stuff, you've already been warned not to do it. Go try to do it to somebody else, okay? That's not chosen. Actually, don't do it to anybody, but specifically do not do it to me. Okay, don't copyright my messages, don't copy me, etc. Don't try to take me to court. Everybody has to be responsible for their own actions and what you do with the information. If you feel like something resonates, make sure you follow up with a professional in the field of advice of whatever advice you take with you. Like, let's say I give legal advice. Make sure you take the advice to a lawyer. Don't just apply the advice to your life blindly without communicating with somebody who's a professional in that field. Okay, that's being responsible with the energy. Let's get the likes up. We got 14 people watching, 13 people watching, 6 likes on the video. So it's imperative that you guys like the video. The only way the video is going to get monetized is if I get likes. And also, if you guys can hype the video, that would be great as well. Just hit that little hype button so that other people can know that this content is worth watching. Okay. So thank you for everybody that has liked the video and has donated and has supported this platform. If you have any personal questions, and please tell other people about this platform and let them know that I'm on here almost every single day. So if you, let's say that you've got a friend that has a bunch of stuff going on in their life and they need spiritual guidance, you can let them know that on one of their days off, to come online, to subscribe to the platform, hit the notification bell so that they're notified when I come online, and they can come online. You can send me a $20 super chat, a $20 PayPal, or $20 Cash App payment. And once that's confirmed to have gone through, then you can ask your question, and I will pause the collective reading that we're doing for everybody, the general one. And then I will pick another deck of cards to answer your question or your friend's question. So please let people know that they can come here and get help, that they don't have to go spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on a reading, that they can come here and spend $20 and not only get a great reading with when I read for other people, anything that comes up in their reading, I work on clearing, or I give you or whoever you're sending to me, I like different things that can be done to get rid of whatever energy it is. Okay. So it's not like problems just come up and they go unanswered. So you actually do get solutions, and I'll never leave things just messed up. Okay. I'll never be like, oh, you have a negative entity, go live with that. No, I'm not like that. Okay. So anyways, and tell your friends and family if they're like, oh, I'm nervous about going to a psychic. I am not a psychic that predicts people's deaths. I don't tell you bad news. If there's something negative coming your way, obviously I'll alert you about it, but I'll give you an option to be able to sidestep that by making a different choice. Okay. So just know that people don't need to be afraid. If they're like, oh, I'm just nervous, I don't know what they're going to say, usually I'm going to say really good stuff. And if I do have to say anything that's not good about somebody, it'll be constructive so that you can actually utilize that advice to make your life better. Okay. So please spread the word about this platform. Please like the video. It greatly helps the platform. And let's get into the reading. So my main message for y'all today is that someone has taken it upon themselves at random. Okay. They were not guided to do this. They did this shit randomly. They've taken it upon themselves, and welcome in, Nissa. Ray, I hope you're having a good day. But they've taken it upon themselves to decide that you need to be dethroned, that you need to be deactivated, that you need your upgrades stripped from you. I mean, this person is like straight up delusional. And so they've decided that they are going to come knock the crown off of your head, the crown that you most likely got out of the mud, got out of the dirt, had to get off your throne to go get in the first place, to polish it, to put it on your head. They feel like they're just going to, at randoms, walk up, knock that crown off your head, push you out of your seat, and then they're going to sit there and they're going to pick the crown up and they're going to wear it and they're going to parade around like they're you. And this is not pleasable in the sight of God. God does not support that action. God does not agree with that. And so God is not allowing this person to just come up and do any old thing to you. And this person, and when I say that they are scared, like the energy that I was feeling when I was setting up for this reading, I just started like shaking, and I was completely fine before the reading, like no episodes, nothing going on, just like chill, reading the book of Psalms, doing my normal thing where I just, tap into my own source energy. And so like this person is scared shitless. Welcome in, Fashionista. Happy Monday. This person is actually afraid. Like, to be quite honest, they're scared because they know that what they just tried to do to you did not work. They also know that what they tried to do to you was unjust and unfair. And this person is now becoming aware that you can't just walk up and push somebody out of their position, especially when that person has been placed there by God. When God puts you in a position to do something, if you don't do what God says, you get punished. That's verbatim, like literally for every person. And so, and it's not like God's like pulling your pants down and spanking you. I'm not literally talking about that. I'm saying that God will allow you to attract in a negative situation or get bad karma or whatever if you're not obedient, because if God has put you in a position, you have to trust that the Most High God has a bigger visions, that there is a bigger, that the angels, God, the ancestors, that all of them, and your higher self sees a bigger picture for everything. And so you don't want to find out why you were instructed to sit in a certain position or to do a certain job, like, because you could find out, oh shit, like God put me in that position so that I could save somebody's soul. And now this person's damned forever because somebody else took my spot and they're sitting in my position. So this is like a real big problem with people nowadays. People don't know who they are. They're having identity crises. People have multiple personality disorders. These people that worship demons and are demonic and don't praise God, they give all of their energy to the lower vibration. Those people are taken over. And, so you've got demonic powers and principalities that are working through people that want to sit in the authority of a chosen one, that want to sit in the chair that is anointed for you. And they want to parade around like they're the best thing in the world. And this does not make God happy at all. The divine realm says enough of this. Like the destiny swapping needs to stop, but this is like going beyond destiny. This is trying to take somebody's authority and personal power over their life and their creation away from them, and trying to use somebody's power against them. That's extremely vindictive and manipulative. So this person is getting a rude awakening. First of all, that they're finding out, because they thought that they were on your level. They thought they could do what you do so easily. They're finding out that they are not they're not equipped with whatever they need to do this job. They're finding that out very, very quickly, that they can't do what you do, and that they don't get the same reaction, because this person really wants people to react to them. They're not getting acknowledged. They're not getting the same reaction because they don't hold the Holy Spirit within them. They don't have that divine calling over their life to where they should be delivering messages or should be guiding people in a certain way. And so for them to sit in your chair and act like they're better than you, God is really showing this person, a reflection of themselves. And this person's not liking what they're seeing because, again, they're trying to imitate you. And God is like, I don't want an imitation of my creation. I don't want that. God is literally telling these people, let's get the likes up, you guys. God is literally telling these people, I don't want an imitation, somebody that's impersonating my child doing this type of work. Whoever this person is, they're dark, they're unnatural, and whatever they've been doing goes against what God's laws are. And so obviously them trying to replace you and sit in your throne and be you and do your job, God is watching this person. And this is why you can't allow people to play with you like this. God is watching this person try to impersonate you, and God is extremely offended by this, very offended. So are your ancestors, because there's an entire physical community of, like, I'm going to say straight up, some of them are devil worshipers, some of them like Jesus. It's just a whole community full of everybody. And these people are looking to this person that's sitting in your throne, and they're like, we need guidance, we need help. And this person is leading them straight to hell. And God is like, what are you doing? Why have you put it upon yourself to come kick my child out of their position, to sit in their spot, so that you can do the exact opposite of what I instructed my child to do? I instructed my child to bring these souls of this community to me, right back to me, which is what my child would be doing if you were not sitting in their chair. So this is like a major tower for these people. God is striking them down. And God does not want you allowing people to walk on you. God's saying, stand up for yourself and know that I am standing up with you. Every time that you have to defend yourself or raise your hand or strike or pull the bow against your enemy, that God is backing you. Because God does not want these false prophets sitting in your position, leading people to the path of damnation, where it's going to be much harder after this person that's sitting in your throne, metaphorically, leading people to damnation. It's going to take a lot freaking longer for God's plan to come into fruition, because this person was meddling around in things that they don't know anything about and things that they shouldn't be playing in. And they are going to learn the biggest lesson. They're going to learn a raw, real, hardcore lesson that they are not favored. And this person is going to strike out against you once they realize this, that God is not favoring them, that they are not chosen, and that everybody that has followed this person's advice has been led into entrapment or being ensnared by the devil. And so literally, I mean, in the end, everybody will come back to God. That's why God is so patient, compassionate, kind, and gracious to people. But still, God's like, why are you delaying my prophecy over my child's life? Why are you delaying the prophecy I spoke over this community? Why are you in the way? Why have you decided to interject your unworthy ass literally into the position where my child is supposed to be sitting so that they can lead people back to me? So God is not happy with this person. 4, because they came over to your energy, to your position, to your place, to your city, your state, your community that's not even the community that they grew up in. And they decided that they were going to mess with your foundation, that they were going to steal something that they were not a part of building. And God built you up. So who the fuck is this person to come and try to take you down? And that's exactly what they've done by trying to get you caught up with the police, by trying to get you put in prison, by trying to take your life from you. These people have actually tried to take your life from you. Okay. That means setting you up to get in car accidents, using witchcraft in every type of way to set you up so that they can sit in your position and pretend to be a better version of you than you. And God is like, absolutely not. You will not be doing that. You will not be harming my child. You will not be taking their position, and you will not be cock blocking and delaying my plans for my people, for my creation. This shit pisses me off because it's real annoying that somebody has the audacity to think that they could be a chosen one when they have no gifts and abilities and are worshiping the devil every day. Why would they think they can come over here and sit in your position? 2 of Pentacles. You may receive some really good news. It could be a letter, an email. These people were also trying to cock block you from getting new offers. They want everything to come to them. And like I said, this person leads people to damnation, not back to God. And so God is not having it. God will also punish anyone that believes, listens to, or follows this false prophet. And that is very sad, because it's not the people's fault that this false prophet, is doing what it's doing. That's not the people's fault, but let's get the likes up, you guys. But they are the ones that are going to suffer the worst from the actions of this other person. So this is why you have to stand up for yourself when it comes to your destiny, your fate, and what you want in your life. I'm hearing be still and know that I am God. All you have to do is sit in your position, be still, and know that God is God, that God will defend you and God will stand up for you and God will stop these people. But you have to be willing to stand up and say, hey, that is my throne. God has placed me in this position to be of service to others. You are not helping other people. Why did you come over here? Okay. There was somebody in my life that I got rid of, and they were doing this shit to me. Like every time I would get a new job, this person would start to do exactly what I did. I swear to God, I could start herding sheep tomorrow and this person would go buy sheep. Like literally the moment that they found out. Everything that I did, they copied. And now this person is sitting in my position, the position that I left, and they're leading people the wrong way. A good thing that they don't have any real type of power. That's a good thing because, God has taken me from where my audience was a smaller audience because it was a physical community, and has brought me to an online community to where I can reach many more people. And so this person who is leading people down the wrong path, they're still there leading people down the wrong path, but who knows how long God is going to allow them to sit in that position. And it's like this person probably means well, but they overstepped a major boundary by doing witchcraft on me and the person that owned the business. They really fucked up. Like seriously, they did witchcraft on us to get us out of that position. And now this person's in that position, and they are going to have to deal with all of this witchcraft that they were doing on us being returned to them, and it's probably going to affect their business. And this person feels like because their business, it affects our business, that they can hide forever in my position, pretending to be me, basically, or be like me. And God is like, no. So you may be getting an important message that somebody who tried to take your place, or who copied you or copyrighted you or whatever, was living off of your intellectual property, that they are being, they may pass away, is what I'm getting. They may be they could have cancer. Yeah, like you're going to get a new beginning. Like this situation is going to work out for the highest and best good. You will get a new beginning, and this new beginning will be greater than the other. See, now that I do this online work, the person that took my physical position and in the place that I was at. Well, first of all, when I was in that position, they were doing so much heavy witchcraft on my mental health and my physical body and voodoo on me. And they were doing voodoo on the store and everything like that, that I became sick and I couldn't go to work. And so they literally used witchcraft to get me out of my position, to get me away from the store so that they could steal it and take it. And so whatever, they were able to do that. But you know what? The ancestors are not happy. So either way, even though that person's sitting in my position, what God, see, God is so great. What God did was literally, God let that person think that they were me. God let that person think that they fucking won. And then God put me in this position so that I could reach where in that other position, I would have only served maybe like, 1,000, 2,000 people. Now I have limitless amounts of people that I can serve. And since I've been doing this, that same person that had just taken my position, that's never fucking pleased, never happy, it's never enough. Now they want to welcome in Olo and welcome in J Divine. Now they want to hate on me and send witchcraft to my online platforms because they don't want me being able to help people this way, because now they want to create an online platform. And so the cycle just continues to go on and on. But I'm telling you, this person is going to get their fucking shit. They're going to get their karma. And God is going to show them that they're not favored. God is going to show them that they were not chosen. And God is going to show them that there is repercussions for attacking somebody's life, for doing voodoo on somebody. There are repercussions for that. This person thought that they were going to get away with this shit forever. And they feel like just because maybe you depended on something that they did at one point, like I said, God will make a way that when there is no way. A new beginning is on its way to you, or it's already with you. This Knight of Wands. Okay, so we're going to uncover the people that were doing this. There's definitely a Knight of Wands that wanted, your territory, your turf, your authority, your power. They wanted what you have to come to them. So I kind of went off on a tangent talking about my situation so you could understand what a destiny swap actually looks like. And the person that did this shit to me, they cut my hair. I let them cut my hair because I thought that they were a friend, until I realized that what they were doing to me with witchcraft and what their friends were doing to me and their covens and all that shit. Okay. And so since I've been able to reverse the witchcraft and that magic, things have improved. But so there could be a Knight of Wands that's out here, very overly sexual person, somebody that's overly confident, that thinks that they're gifted. They think that they have a great intuition. This person doesn't see shit, obviously, because they would see what's about to happen to them. And you're getting your deepest desire granted. See, the person that did that to me, that wanted all the glory and the fame and that would never give no glory to God, they wanted they're like, I should be the one that's famous. I should be in that position. I should have an online platform now. I should have this. And I can hear them when they complain to the spiritual realm, and this person's ancestors are like, shut the fuck up. Like, you already did enough. You stole this chosen one's position. You forced them out of the job that they both had. You took their fucking spot. And then you acted like you could do everything that I set them here to do. You've already done all that I'm going to allow you to do to my child. Now it's since you decided to interrupt their season of winning, now it's their time to win, and you will not be interrupting that. You've got a jealous ass King of Wands that wants to take your position from you. If you're a female energy, this is a man that wants to take the power of a woman. They want to block you and stop you from connecting with anybody. These people always want whatever looks good. And then when it comes to actually having it, they're never satisfied with it because it's not part of their destiny. It's not what they're supposed to be doing. The person that took my position is supposed to be a fucking mother, but they've lost all their kids. Not to death, but due to DCFS taking them the fuck away. So they didn't fulfill their destiny because their destiny was to be a mother, not to be a psychic and not to be a fortune teller. Okay. So this is how people can ruin their destinies. And now they've, this person, I'm not going to go into too deep because I don't want to reveal anything about who they are. But now this person, I know for a fact, has cancer, and they've had it multiple times. And it's because they have tried to swap destiny. First of all, they try to curse the destiny that they're going to steal. Then they steal the cursed destiny. And so they just are causing death and suffering to happen to them and their family, basically. So whoever this Knight of Wands is, it's the same type of energy. They thought that they could step up to your plate. This person wants change. The only change that they're getting is negative change. What just fell out here? We have the Emperor. So you're being seen as the Emperor, somebody who has mastered something. You could have mastered your emotions. You could have literally just like healed a relationship with your father. This could be healing a relationship with the Most High God. This Knight of Wands is stuck in their shadow. It's stuck in illusions. This person has created illusions about you so that people would turn away from you. And they're the ones that are, let's get the likes up, you guys. They're the ones that are in the illusion. There's no amount of ill wishing that's going to take you out of being the energy of the Emperor. And again, remember, we hold both masculine and feminine energies within us. So it doesn't matter what gender you are. You can still be in the energy of the Emperor, and you can still be a boss. Okay. And the thing is that this person, maybe they were a coworker, maybe they're just a copycat, maybe they're an ex. Whoever they are, they're stuck in their dark side. They're stuck in the dark night of the soul. And this person, they feel like fulfilling your divine life purpose is going to make them happy, but they don't understand that even if this person followed the same exact formula as you, that they will not be taking your place because they are not you. Only you can sit in your throne and no one else can. Okay. Because it's protected. Look at that crown right there. God, this Ace of Swords, God is protecting you. Let's get the likes up, you guys. God is literally protecting you from this situation and from this person's illusions, because this person is stuck in an illusion. They believe something weird about you, and I'll probably figure out what it is, but they do believe something strange, and they're afraid of you getting this message. They're afraid of you receiving a download from spirit. They're also scared that you're going to get a message in the mail or something in the email, which could be a new opportunity or an offer to go in a new direction that would be out of the field of or the reach of where this person exists. And so you may be coming into fame, public recognition, getting rewards. Let's see what it is. Page of Wands. This person, this Knight of Wands, I almost called him a king. Yeah, right. This Knight of Wands is creating illusions about their child. Maybe this person is saying that their child is anointed when they're not. Maybe this person is trying to take a personal legacy from you or a spiritual inheritance so that they can give it to their child. Yeah, uncross. Okay, uncross ultimus infinitus. So yeah, basically this person has crossed you, because I just welcome in Dr. Everywhere MP4. And welcome in Kiwi Kid. I and Olo, I literally saw that I heard that this person has crossed you. So we're going to uncross that energy right now. Okay. We're asking for a full uncrossing and a full road opening and an unblocking to be done. Okay, unblocking our pathways, uncrossing the energy, doing a return to sender, doing a reversing curse. And all that means is reversing curses. You are reversing the effects of the curse back onto the person that sent it to you. See, because if you just reverse the energy, it's most likely just going to reverse whatever was done. It's not going to put it back on the person that did it. And these people need to become aware that, yes, they will suffer the side effects of the curses that they put on other people. These people are carrying the 10 of Wands. See, this person, by trying to force their child into some strange expectation when it comes to sitting in your position of authority, has caused their own child to carry a 10 of wands burden. So maybe this person is saying that their child is intuitive or whatever, that their child's a prophet, and their child's not. They just want their child to be that way. This person feels like if they don't steal something from you, they won't have anything to give their child. Whose fucking fault is that? Whose fault is it that this person's a fucking loser and that their parents were a loser and their parents were losers? This person knows they ain't shit. They also know that their child isn't shit. That these people are being tested. Like, can you actually sit in my child and my daughter and my son's throne? Can you actually do that? We're going to test you. That's how the ancestors are playing with these people. 2, they were taking steps to dethrone you. And it's a big no. It's a big no. The universe has said no. God has said no. These people have to walk away now, dissatisfied from whatever they were doing up under the moon, like pieces of shit. I'm sorry. But literally, these people are very disappointed in the outcome of this situation. Okay. They thought they were doing all of this to gain something, and these people are not gaining anything but like a boot up their ass. Get the fuck out of the way. Get out of the way. My child it's their time to shine. You're not going to be destroying. It's their season. Everybody gets a season. This Knight of Wands already had their season. This Page of Wands, it's not going to be time, not for another 30 years. It's not going to be time for this person's season. So this person could be like 15 years old, 18 years old, something like that. It's not their time. People need to understand when it's somebody else's time, let that person shine, because that's their time, you know? Yeah, you never willingly involved yourself in their stupid intergalactic war and all of them being jealous of God. It's crazy. Yeah. You don't need to feel any type of way about this. Just know that it's not going to happen. These people have to walk away. They're tired of their circumstances. They're tired of the situations that surround them trying to impersonate you. And they're also, these people, they need to relocate into another, like these people are not supposed to be on the same timeline as you. They're not supposed to be in the same city as you. God is forcing these people to relocate in some type of way. He could be scattering them because he doesn't want these cockroaches to see the light. Literally, God wants these people to go somewhere else and leave you alone. So God is doing something to uproot these people and to put them in a different position. One where they can't mess with anybody's authority ever again because they'll be too focused on having to take care of their health and stuff like that. Yeah, you're still getting a new beginning. Every time these people try to do this to you, you get a new fresh start. What I say about you coming into public fame, recognition, honor, and success. Let's get the likes up, you guys. We got 38 people watching, 28 likes on the video. It's so important that you like the video so it tells the algorithm that this message is worth being heard. Okay, you guys? So please, please, please like the video. It is really just, if you are not a robot and you're not a psychic vampire, then you should have no problem liking the video. It's not going to hurt you and it costs absolutely nothing. It's completely free to like the video. Okay? So yeah. These people thought that they were going to be getting a new beginning, and they've been sitting around waiting for this new beginning to just pop up randomly because these people are delusional and they think that witchcraft actually works like that. And these people are not getting a new beginning. They're being told, well, they're getting a new beginning, but it's not a positive one. It's a relocation in a new area where God can keep an eye on these people. 6 of Swords. They're going through, look at these people having to flee by water. They're being told that they need to leave. If these people moved by you or are living by you, it was to vampire your energy. They're being relocated, is what I keep hearing. They're facing some type of, this could be immigration. These people could be getting kicked out of the country. Okay. And again, I don't hate any type of immigrants at all. I love all people of all genders, races, nationalities, cultures, all of that. And I respect everyone. But if you're an immigrant and you're a criminal and you're doing spiritual crimes or physical crimes in this country, and you have no intention on ever becoming a citizen, and you hate America and you do not respect the United States and you want to kill other Americans, then I got a problem with you. Okay? It's these are those types of people. They have no intention of ever doing right by fucking anybody, you know? And they're not loyal. They have no reason, because they didn't grow up here. They have no reason to be loyal to America. So these are the types of people that are very dangerous because they could get involved in terroristic activity. And it's because they have no respect for God, they have no fear of God, and they have no respect for the country that they are staying in right now. So these people may be relocated due to the fact that they are actually a threat to the rest of the people that live here. And they're wanting to take the jobs of the rest of the people that live here. And these people are not from this country. They love their homeland. So why don't they go back to it? And this could be literally them being brought to court and being put through deportation. Anybody that's here that's an illegal immigrant that is a part of the legal process of becoming a legitimate American citizen, or who is marrying an American citizen to become a citizen and who wants to be a part of America. Okay. I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about the people that don't like America, yet they still live here. They're two-faced. They show loyalty to their other country, and they have no intention on ever becoming a legal citizen. Okay. Those are the types of people that I'm talking about. And it's not just those people, but obviously there's other people that shouldn't be in this country as well. Any type of erroristic type of person. They need, if they hate us so bad, they should have no problem going back to their own country if they are when they're committing crimes and being completely disrespectful to the general population. And they expected us to just support them and take care of them when they're not even a part of our country. Like, absolutely not. Get the fuck out. Get out of here. They expected a system that they were not a part of building, that they didn't pay anything into, that they're not even have any knowledge of, to support them and take care of them and pay all their bills for them when they're straight up ass criminals. They need to go back from wherever they came from. Because I don't like people that would turn on America and betray this country. Absolutely not. Get the fuck out. Because those people shouldn't be anywhere near us. Eight of Wands. This is a crossroads. It's a very big turning point for these people. I mean, like, they must take action to resolve these events. And not only that, this Knight of Wands has committed cyber crimes, cyberbullying crimes, computer crimes, technology crimes. Okay, they've done things on the dark web. They're very shady. They could have done something creating illusions around a child on the dark web. I don't even want to tap into that energy. That's why these people got to go. It's time for them to get out of our country. In fact, I think we should just take all of the people who are ediphiles and put them on a boat, put that boat out to fucking ocean. And once we get to the center of the ocean, everybody on that boat, except for the people that sail the shit, should be walking the plank. That's how I feel about it. Why are we even housing these ediphiles and putting them in prisons? Just take them out to the sea and fucking dump their ass. Go feed the sharks. That's just how strongly I feel against child abuse. And you may judge me for that, but I really feel like people that are child abusers, I don't think they can be reformed. I don't think they can be fixed. And what I believe is people who are ediphiles naturally are attracted to children. They should be given a supplement that makes it, or they should be castrated or whatever. In whatever way, they should be given a supplement that they have to take on a regular day-to-day basis to allow to be into society, that makes it so that they do not ever get hard in any type of way. But that's just how I would, if I was the ruler of this country, that's how I would deal with this situation. And then I would probably do some type of spiritual rehab to reform these people so that it change. I mean, I don't know if they could ever be healed even, but there's got to be something better that we can do other than just releasing these people onto the streets. So, these people are facing a very unfavorable judgment in a lawsuit. If they could also be facing copyright infringement. They're extremely much, they're crying over spilled milk, point blank, period. These people could be speechless. They cannot believe that I am uncovering their plot against you. These people are like, how does she know about this? Anything that's attempted to be done to me or anybody else in my collective, I'm going to know about it. Because the moment you try to cloak yourself and attempt to do some shit, that's when it gets seen. People that aren't doing anything, those are the ones that go by unnoticed. This person is trying to make you sick. They're trying to use voodoo on you. They're trying to cause you pain. And I'm tired of these people. They need to go. Whoever they are, they need to go. Whether that's to jail, to hell, purgatory, wherever God sees fit that these people need to go. But they need to leave you alone, and they need to leave me alone. They need to leave the rest of the collective alone. And reevaluate their own identity, because these people do not know who they are. 10 of Swords. They're only in regret because they're being betrayed right now in a court of law. These people are being caught up. That's the only reason that they feel any type of way. And they don't even know that the reason that they're actually being dragged to court is because of what they tried to do to you. It's most likely these people have no intuition. It's going to take them probably a year or two for them to realize that it was what they did to you that caused them to be put in this situation. Welcome in, Brad, and welcome in, Kalu. Sorry if I butchered that. I just rolled the number 4, which is about a foundation. Yeah, these people, they were trying to steal a foundation right out from underneath your feet, one that God built with you. So again, these people are not going to be touching that. They won't be touching your fame and your success. The 4 of Swords, that's a funeral right there. These people are regretting that this betrayal that's happening to them. They're thinking like that this person literally, and I'm not saying you're a victim, but they literally victimized you. And I'm not saying you're a victim, but they did victimize you. Everything is happening to you. That's happening to you is happening for you, but it still doesn't change the fact that it was happening to you. These people were trying to victimize you, and now they're playing the victim. And that's hilarious because they wanted you to be the victim. And you're over here winning. I'm so proud of you guys. Literally. You can never forget how far you have come, how far God has brought you out of the pits, out of the deep waters, how far God has brought you. These people, they were trying to do something to your heart chakra. Maybe they wanted you to have a heart attack, something like that. Somebody could have wanted you to have a stroke. Hold on, my chapstick is down there. They stuck pins and needles in places that they should not have done that to. And they were doing this to some type of doll they made in your image. And these people, their energy is bullshit. They don't have good energy. They don't have that good. They don't got nothing that's worthwhile between their legs. I don't care how old they are. They don't have that good energy like you do. There's a definitely, I was waiting when I was like, when is this person that was started this shit going to pop out? This Queen of Wands is the person who may be passing away. This person may have some type of cancer. Okay. Or they may be Cancer, the zodiac sign. I'm getting that this person has cancer. They were doing a lot of witchcraft to try to get you betrayed, to try to steal the inheritance that the Most High God had given you. The 4 of Pentacles. This person was trying to turn an entire 3 of Pentacles community against you. And this backfired. This person is up under judgment. Why they're facing the problems they're facing today is because of what they tried to do to you. Because I'm not going to say they did it to you, because again, even though they could have been a little bit successful in attacking you, these people were not successful in taking your life with voodoo. They didn't cause a stroke. They didn't cause a heart attack. They did not stop you from breathing. They weren't able to put you in a prison. They weren't able to put you in a coffin. They weren't pounding that last coffin nail in. That's like literally what I'm being shown. These people wanted to be the person to put the last coffin nail in, to like make sure that you were destroyed forever or some weird shit. Like, they're up under judgment for that. And let me just tell you that these people have done this to many other people. Let's get the likes up, you guys. They've done this to many other people. You are not the only person that these people have done this to. That's why judgment's being called. You can see in the judgment card all of these souls right here being raised from the dead. A lot of people who have unalived other people through spiritual methods and through abusing spiritual tools, they're going to be haunted by these spirits that are being resurrected as Gabriel blows the horn on Judgment Day. And these souls will, spirits can unalive you. They can push you down the stairs. They can deceive. They can trick. This is why if you live in Haiti, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you live in the Caribbean and Haiti and Africa, there are, you do not go out at nighttime, because at nighttime, the spirits will walk the streets. They will call your name. If you respond to them, they'll take your soul or do something horrible to you. So again, there are entities and spirits that are allowed to come back and get justice and revenge, and they will drag people straight to hell. I'm like literally seeing the girl from The Ring, with the long hair, and she's like super scary and shit, crawling out of the well. I'm like literally seeing that. So this person could have held a grudge against you. Wasn't that movie called, was it called The Ring or was it called The Grudge? I can't remember. But yeah, one again. You're so intuitive, you guys. You're so intuitive. Let the spirits of the dead haunt these people for what they've done. Yeah, you're too strong. You have the power of God, the strength of the Most High, which means these people are not going to be able to remove you from your position of power. They don't, they're not strong enough. They also were not strong enough to turn an entire community against you, even though God wanted you removed from this community because there was something faulty about it. But still, you have people that back you, people that love you, and people that know that you're here to do good. 9 of Pentacles. See, these people wanted to be able to stand on their own 2 feet. They wanted to be single self-sufficient like this 9 of Pentacles. I love this picture. She's into falconry, which is a really ancient way of hunting, because you take your falcon out and the falcon goes and finds like a rabbit or a, I don't want to say rat, a rabbit or, another type of small bird or rodent or whatever, something that you can eat, and it brings it back to you, and then you give it a treat. So anyways, it's called falconry, but it's like the training of birds. So it's just basically saying that, your money and possessions are safe. You're going to be able in the future to stand on your own 2 feet because God is the one that is backing you. These people who are up under judgment, they did not think about all of this witchcraft that they had done through their whole life coming back to them all at once. They didn't think that was possible. But again, they underestimated God. King of Pentacles. So there is a King of Pentacles who is also up under judgment. Somebody who's a smooth talker. I just heard his talk is as smooth as butter, but his words are as bitter as wine. So again, I don't know if that's something from the Bible or what that means, but basically this person's the way that their voice sounds is smooth as butter. They use some type of siren-like ability to put people up under hypnosis or some shit with their voice. That's like so weird that I'm picking that up. But this person literally loves to trick and deceive people. I feel like this King of Pentacles was making a deal with the Queen of Wands saying like, if you come for the collective and you get them out of their position, then I will reward you with this, with that. This person is a generous giver, but they anything that they give has a negative attachment to it. It's got something demonic attached to it, because this person is a type of person that gains their money through blood. It's blood money. So anybody that they help out financially, they curse financially because they got their money through immoral actions. Okay, so this King of Pentacles, this Queen of Wands could be talking with the King of Pentacles to have a deal made with you for something. I would not be making no deals with people right now. If they want you to settle outside of court, I would not be settling outside of court. Let the court figure out what is just, right, and true, and know that God has got you. But yeah, this King of Pentacles wants to make a deal for your soul, and it's a big no. They're being told that they can't do that. So they're going to have to either sell their own soul or sell the Queen of Wands soul, whatever. These people have run out of time, is what I'm hearing. They've run out of time, and they've run out of the favor from the devil. They're about to be in the Five of Pentacles. This King of Pentacles is going to lose whatever money that they have attained through bloody endeavors. And then they're going in the Five of Pentacles, which means homelessness, in the middle of dead of winter, being casted out. I think these people are already kicked out of something. But yeah, they're not gaining a victory here. These people are being casted away. They're in financial ruin. And like literally all these people's family members are awakening, and friends and community around them is awakening to what these people did to you. And everybody is super upset. They're like, where is that chosen one? We need the chosen one. And this person's like, no, I'm the chosen one. And they're like, no, the fuck you're not. We need the chosen one. We need the chosen one to guide us. Do you see why this type of stuff is so extremely important? Let's get the likes up, you guys. Why it's so important for you to be in your position, because the community actually needs you for guidance, because you're going to lead people back to God, not to the devil, and not into poverty, and not into scarcity, and not into making deals with demons and other stupid shit. This is why God respects you, because you don't ever compromise with the wicked. Five of Wands. These people were trying to compete for something that was never going to be theirs. And so because they're so competitive, for some reason, they're being thrown out of whatever this building is, whatever their home is. They're being, these people have a lot of secret opposition to their plans that they do not realize. Okay. They've also got a lot of nuisances and bad luck. Yeah, they're still after your foundation. Let's see what's going to happen to these people. They're still after a foundation that you've built. They want some type of stability to come their way. This person wants to be protected. These people are being stripped of their protection. They can do as many protection spells as they feel they need to do, or money spells as they feel, but none of their witchcraft will ever work again. Their gifts have been taken. Whatever gifts they did have been stripped from them. And most likely you've inherited the gifts that they lost, and they're pissed about this. And now they feel like they need to compete with you to get their gifts back. But these people will never get their gifts back. God will never give these people another opportunity to abuse their power. Page of Pentacles. Because they wanted to strip inheritance from you and your children. They wanted to take a personal legacy right out that you have worked with. This is like you working and toiling in labor, working with, in the dirt with your hands, and they wanted to come and just take this from you, like, and so that you would just be some type of slave. Okay. God does not look kindly upon slavery. And God rewards people according to what they have done. And so you're going to see that you still have a personal legacy. You're still able to stand on your own 2 feet. You're still able to support your children if you've got children. And if you don't have children and you got a pet, you can take care of that pet. You're well able to provide for yourself, basically, and to provide for any kin that may come into your experience. Okay. Whether it's a pet, a child, your niece, your nephew, whatever this is. Okay. 7 of Wands. And you've had to defend this personal legacy from people that wanted to exploit you and wanted to exploit the goodness of God and they tried to entrap you. These people tried to put a snare out for you. They really thought that they were going to make some type of deal for your destiny, and this has backfired. The devil's not honoring whatever they said, and the devil has basically walked away from these people and left them looking real stupid. 4 again, because these people were after your foundation. 7 of Pentacles. This is a major turning point in the finances, you guys. Let's get the likes up. This is a major turning point in the finances. Why do I say that? Oh, and make sure you watch all of the readings. Each reading, even if you feel like it's not for you, there will be parts of that reading that hold Easter eggs of hidden knowledge for you to decode. So it's important. So I would just go through all of the readings on this platform and my other one, and whichever one sticks out to you at that time, whatever picture you feel drawn to or the words that stick out to you, watch that one, at your leisure, and you'll get caught up on all of the messages. And the good thing is, by watching these readings, you guys, even if it's not your situation right now, you get to learn from the experiences of other people, so that if this situation were to ever occur in your life, that you would know how to handle it and you wouldn't make the wrong choices, because you would already have the guidance for it. So that's why, if you want to really progress spiritually very quickly, I suggest that you get The Truth of God by Michael STEADMAN. This is the book that jump-started my spiritual journey. It's an intuitive workbook that's got all of these advanced intuitive living techniques in it, okay, and knowledge. And I put that link in the chat. And no, I'm not being sponsored or paid or anything like that to promote this book. This is legitimately the book that has saved my life millions of times. Like, lots of times. I don't know how many times. But like, literally, it's knowledge that I use on a day-to-day basis, and the techniques I use every single day to escape demons and raise my frequency and stuff like that, and to develop my intuition. So anyways, yeah, that link is in the chat, which I suggest that anybody that wants to get to upgrade real fast and accelerate your spiritual journey, this book is the missing piece for you. And it may not be for everybody, but those that are drawn to it will realize that this book is the truth. And if it wasn't the truth, it wouldn't have continued to work for me for so long, like straight up. So anyways, the Hangman. See, the 7 of Pentacles, what that card indicates is like the tables turning. So like, if these people were up at one point and you were down, the tables are turning, so you're going to be up and they're down. They were trying to sacrifice you. They were trying to put you in a position to where you would be confused, to where you wouldn't know which direction to go. These people wanted you to doubt every opportunity that came your way. These people were trying to steal an opportunity that was not going to be given by the human realm. It's going to be given by God. And so these people were trying to literally get in your way. They also wanted you to contradict yourself, and they wanted you to go against your own nature. And because you have not done that, you're being rewarded. Even though you had to defend yourself from being sacrificed, because these people keep trying to sacrifice you, they're going to learn that they're the sacrifice. 6. Knight of Swords. These people are about to learn that they're the sacrifice, because there is somebody that's coming for them. This could be somebody that's in the military, Is this somebody that's in the military that tried to sacrifice the collective? No. This is somebody that's in the military or a higher authority that's coming in because these people tried to sacrifice you. The Ace of Wands in the reverse. See, these people, do not fret. These people don't have any energy. They've got mental dullness. They're over involved, and they need to choose between too many commitments. Okay. These people don't have any enthusiasm, and they've lost interest in the very things that made them happy. Okay. And these people, they may feel that they are materially successful, or that they were, but that's not making them happy. Again, remember, these people are trying to fulfill your destiny, not their own. That's why they're not happy. They're in the Tower. They're in the Tower, which means that their abuse of power is over, basically. They need to get rid of something or someone Okay, something that they did. If these people were putting jars in the ground, they need to dig up those jars and break them or get rid of that. Because again, the earth does not care that this person wants to curse you. But that by them burying a jar, a cursed jar with your name in it in the ground, it has caused these people to be up under heavy judgment because they're cursing the earth. You know what I mean? It's not letting you like. Oh no. I'm so sorry, you guys. Still try to like anyways. Or maybe refresh the page and see if it works. Sometimes refreshing the page works and sometimes it doesn't. But yeah, I rebuke any cock blocking shit on this platform. Any entity, anybody that works for YouTube, anybody and anything else that would try to block me from getting likes and from getting my messages out into who they need to be. That's another thing. It's not only this person, but it's institutes like YouTube and the people that work for them and these other fucking people that think that they can play around with people's lives and control what they say and all this other dumb shit. And the thing is like those people are being removed from their position because your messages are supposed to be out. My messages are supposed to be out to where they can reach a lot of people so that more people can come to God and we can all awaken to Christ consciousness. That's the whole point of this, so that you avoid tragedy and that you can help other people awaken. And if YouTube continues to allow their employees to oppress the righteous, then YouTube will be struck fucking down, point blank period. I've warned them over and over about this, but they don't care about making anything right or fixing anything. And they have done a little bit of work to fix some things so that the analytics are a little bit more correct, but still they were allowing somebody to oppress this platform and the other one, and God is outraged over it. So they're going to have to deal with the wrath of the Most High. I don't care that they have to deal with that because they shouldn't have been doing it in the first place. One, new beginning. So look, you're getting a new beginning. The police are after these people. Like it could be ICE, the immigration people or whatever, the immigration officers. Is that what they're called? This could be ICE, La Migra, could be immigration. I keep getting that. Or it could just be like that these people are being kicked out of something. They're definitely blocked. The police are blocking these people from obtaining any more of this Ace of Pentacles. And yeah, these people are now in the Nine of Swords crying and whining because they don't have a 10 of Pentacles. They don't have a legacy. They don't have an inheritance. They don't have a gift. They don't have a large sum of money. Whatever this was that they invested in, they're not seeing a return in it. And they're upset. And they don't realize it's because these people were stealing your energy and parading around like they were you, possibly stealing your identity as well. And you've called your energy and your power back to you and left these people with their own energy. And now they're in trouble. And they're not going to be able to get out of this. They are going to have to answer to the Most High. Let's get the likes up, you guys. Look, the Magician. These people did not know that you're an alchemist. They didn't know that you can take whatever these people are doing and alchemize it for your own benefit. These people, if they knew that, they would have not targeted you. They would have came for somebody else. This is because what you do with your work is magical. It reaches a lot of people. It's helping a lot of souls get freed out from the traps and the snares of the devil, the traps that other people have laid for them. I've saved the lives of a lot of fucking people, and you're meant to do the same thing. Like literally there would be a lot of people that would have committed suicide had I not been there to help them. You have cut these people off at the correct time. You could be in your feelings about having to cut somebody off or a person, place, or thing. And, it's okay to feel like, oh, I wish I didn't have to cut that off. But the thing is you have to cut out and extract things that do not serve your highest and best good. And these people were tricksters. They did not serve your highest and best good. And I think you sensed that when you first met them, but you wanted them to be. Sometimes we'll fall into a pattern where we want somebody or something to be more than what it is. And because we want it to be that way, we keep hoping and praying for it to be that way, but it ends up being what it actually is, right? So you're being seen as the victor here. High Priestess, your intuitive abilities are keeping you safe. Like literally, let's get the likes up, you guys. Your intuitive abilities are keeping you safe. Right? Because you can see when the enemy is directing weapons at you. You can see when they're trying to manipulate things. Anybody messing with my numbers, literally, I convict you and I condemn you to hell. Point blank, period. And I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, and I report you to the Most High God. They shouldn't be doing that. So yeah, this work that you're doing, this project you're working on, whatever this divine gift that you possess, it's very coveted because a lot of other people do not have it. It's a star ability. I have to cover up her body. Sorry about that. But literally, it's a star ability that you possess. And it's an intuitive one. It makes you an intuitive messenger. It makes you just somebody that's very wise. Okay. And you're getting justice. Justice is here for you. I mean, Archangel Michael is making this justice come to fruition by cutting these people. Like literally, the angels are cutting the cords, extracting somebody out of your energy. They're banishing somebody, and they're getting rid of somebody forever. These people will never be a problem to you ever again. Three of Wands, because your creative endeavors, your projects, what you're working on at this time, this is so important to God that you complete this work, that you follow through with your visions, that you anticipate regular obstacles that would come up and then visualize how you're going to overcome them and actually move past them. This work that you're doing is so important to God that it's protected by the angels. That means that anybody that wants to stomp it out or ruin it is going to have a very difficult time doing so. Now, this Nine of Swords, guilt, deep depression, somebody sitting up in bed crying and whining and complaining because they're blocked by spirit. They could be a Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. This is somebody that refers to a male that's under 40, a workaholic. This person is obsessed with success. They were financially secure. They're stubborn and argumentative and relentless, consistently pessimistic. Like I said, these people have a very bad attitude about everything. This person doesn't believe in wasting time, hard on himself, well-educated and opinionated. But even with this person's education and opinion, God doesn't care what these people think. God doesn't care about their opinion because they're not a part of God's bigger plan. Well, they are a part of God's bigger plan, but not in the way that you are. God gave these people free will and the choice to not make these mistakes again, and they chose to make this mistake again. See, what you're working on, what you're creating is literally bringing you success. You're in the Wheel of Fortune. It's your time. This Knight of Pentacles was trying to spy on you with the Page of Swords. They were trying to send this monitoring spirit energy towards you to monitor what you're doing. So I just started feeling sick. So this monitoring spirit shit, we rebuke in the name of Jesus. We rebuke this Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. Whoever they are, we return their energy back to them. We report them to God. Okay, so they were trying to send something to attack your solar plexus. They wanted to spy on you. They wanted to see what you're envisioning, what you're working on, and what you're creating. They also wanted to know what's coming towards you. Oh yeah, and I transfer all voodoo that's been done on me and the collective onto the person that's doing the voodoo, both the practitioner and the person that paid for the voodoo. Or Santeria or hoodoo or whatever type of Filipino witchcraft or Cambodian or whatever. I'm like literally transferring the shit to the soul of these people that are doing it. Permanently. And I'm reporting them to every source god of every single thing that exists. Because most likely these are stupid ass fucking people that are using some type of voodoo. Whatever. Just whatever. Yeah, they wanted to block a love connection from coming in. This twin flame love union that you're about to get, or that you do have already, is literally a part of your Wheel of Fortune. Okay. It means that you're very gifted and blessed blessed. You're very gifted and blessed in every aspect and area of your life. And these people don't have any type of power to change that. They can spy on you, but all they're going to see is you winning right in their face. God's preparing a table before you in the presence of your enemies, and these people are watching. The Three of Swords. Look at this. See, by them trying to spy on you and illegally monitor you in whatever way and track your progress, there is a Hierophant group that is going to come down on these people and betray them indefinitely. So this Hierophant group, people could be walking away from this Hierophant group. It could be a religion, a secret society, anything, a coven, a cult, whatever. But yeah, they're walking away from these people because these people are bad luck. They're bad karma. And everywhere they go, they bring their bad luck and bad karma, and nobody wants them around because AKA they equal bad luck and bad karma, poverty, lack, loss, tragedy, sorrow, defeat. While you're over here becoming worldwide, sorry, I have to cover up her boobies because she's naked. We'll have to cover up her whole body because she's naked. But you're over here becoming worldwide. Like, no, you're gaining access to a bigger broad of individuals, right? That are more like-minded, that are very supportive. You're gaining access to the world. You're being given the world. You guys could be changing your job or your residence at this time. These people are freaking out because they need to know where you live. And I don't think that they do. For some reason, I'm getting that these people, maybe one of them knows where you live, but they're too afraid to come anywhere near where you live. Thank God for that. Thank you, God, for that. You could be called to change your residence at this time. Again, use your best discernment and really think about it. If you've got gang stalking situations going on, it may be best for you to just get away from that situation. Like, I will always tell you my testimony. I went through gang stalking, and yeah, let's get the likes up, you guys. We need one more like to get monetized. I went through gang stalking and all this harassment and all this witchcraft and all these mental health problems because of the witchcraft and stuff like that. And I stayed in a situation for too long that wasn't meant for me. And yay, we got to 50 likes. Yay, I'm so happy, you guys. God bless you. Thank you so much. So like literally I stayed in a situation that wasn't healthy for me for too long. And then finally, when I decided to ask God, like, for help, if I'm not meant to be here, if I'm not meant to live here, find me another place. God found me another place to live, literally like way far away, within a month. And then I moved, like, I just got up and moved randomly and I didn't tell anybody. And the gang stalkers have still tried to come for me, but they can't find me now. And so literally, I know the new person that bought the condo I used to live in. I know that person gets knocks all the time on their door from people that are trying to fucking find me, and they're probably having to report these gang stalkers and stuff. Yay, 54 likes. I'm so happy, you guys. Look at this. These people thought that they were going to be able to permanently wound you or put you in like your Chiron return. Your Chiron in your birth chart is basically where the wounded healer is. It's where your deep wounds are. These people thought that they were going to permanently be able to disable you from functioning in your position. And then they thought they would take your authority that way. And all they're getting is a backfire. These people try to tug on your energy, and like literally what they get back is death. That's crazy. They're super dissatisfied with the Four of Cups. This person crossed their arms. They're very dissatisfied, Their focus is mainly on material possessions, which is why they are dissatisfied, but I digress. So let's get a conclusion for this situation. What does the collective need to know moving forward? And what do we need? Is there anything else that we need to see or know about to make a difference in this world? Yeah, that your foundation is protected. You could be directed to go in another direction, like just with your job or with moving. You could be going from like suburban life to country life, or vice versa. Whatever this change is, it's going to make you real happy. So follow your heart, follow your intuition, because you're not going to lead yourself in the wrong direction. Okay. Now that you're connected to God, you're not going to be going in the wrong direction. That just like how these people like for my example, how that one person did all that witchcraft to take my position. Now they're in my position. So God moved me to a new position to be online so I could reach a billion more people, like so many more people than I would have, that in that other position, I wouldn't have been able to reach this many people. So know that there is no way for anybody to ever take your destiny or to sit in your place. Even when they thought that they've won, all they've gained is a dummy blessing. You know what I mean? Oh, wow. Okay, so I'm going to answer this question and then I'll let you guys go. Baba Yaga, she's one of my guides. Name keeps popping up in music, signs, and in movies and everywhere. Why is she popping up for you now? Wow, I love Baba Yaga. Oh my gosh. So, most people are very afraid of her, okay? Because she is kind of like, well, she's a witch, but she's not, I mean, she's not bad to everybody. What deck is it that I'm going to use? So what I'm getting is that, you know, you could have had a lifetime where, oh my God, some people, they would like sell their children to Baba Yaga for, grain or whatever. But there's quite a few stories of children escaping, Baba Yaga. So Baba Yaga eats children, just to let y'all know. She is like a cannibal, but I don't know if she's really actually human. So maybe it's not cannibalism if you're not human. Um, but yeah, most people are afraid of her, but those that she protects very fiercely. So if she keeps popping up in your energy, because she's definitely actively in your energy right now, Drogon. I don't know if you've had a dream about being in a very dark forest. She lives in a house that's got chicken legs, okay, coming out of it. So I know that sounds weird, but ooh, I just got chills all over my body. I know that sounds weird, but that is how she's basically in Russia, or she's from Russia. Yeah. What? Sue? Okay. So literally, she lives in a hut that has chicken legs that the house will get up and move all over the forest. So I don't know if you've had any dreams about, you didn't know who she was until a reel of her popped up, and now for she's been popping up everywhere. Absolutely, to bring to your awareness that you do have Baba Yaga as a guide. I don't get a negative energy coming from her towards you, which is good, because sometimes I have picked up on her attacking people for some reason. But what I'm seeing is that, you know, you maybe had a lifetime where you encountered Baba Yaga, and instead of her, like, you did chores for her basically, but instead of her throwing you into the cauldron, she favored you and she gave you some type of light to spread to others. So yeah, when you're faced with any type of dark magic, I would call upon Baba Yaga. The word Baba, I think, means grandmother, but I'm not for sure exactly what it means. But she is somebody that has a lot of different types of magic within her. And she's also somebody that has a lot of like wisdom when it comes to, I want to say, glamour, when it comes to trickery, when it comes to like impossible situations. You read The Kings, and men, very powerful men are afraid of her because of her powers and gifts. Absolutely. That's exactly it. Yeah, because she's extremely powerful. Um, and people back in the day, they would take their, like, this is so horrible, but they would take their children to the forest and be like, Baba Yaga, I need a gift. Will you take my child? She would take their child, and the children that she didn't basically favor, she would eat those. But she does have a lot of powerful gifts, and she shows up in a lot of interactions. She's in the movie Hellboy. Okay, she's in one of the Hellboy movies, and then she's also in a Dracula movie. So a lot of characters come into contact with a lot of powerful characters come into contact with her quite often. Look, Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, people would go bring their children to her as a sacrifice so that they could get money. So in this lifetime, you did have somebody that tried to sacrifice you to her, but you ended up becoming some type of apprentice because to study in magic. And you did help her with like her daily chores and stuff. But I think that she helped you get vengeance as well. She is like a grandmother guardian. Yeah, I think Baba means grandmother. She does look very scary. So a lot of the time she'll show you her glamour face, which is like a false portrayal of her. But then when she shows you her real face, it's real scary. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. She had an eyeball missing at one point. I gave her one of these eyeballs that I had, and she seems to be doing much better now. But there is a message about you becoming a powerful being and tapping into that sacred knowledge that she gave you in the past. Queen of Wands, magical. Literally tapping into that ancient power that she gave you, because you still have it. And I think it's coming to the forefront so that you can use it to block someone or to block something out, because she could literally probably do just about anything with magic. Like literally, that's how magical she is. But a lot of her magic does tie into the forest that she lives in. Okay, hold on. Let me remove Amanda, who is being ignorant and a bully. I'm going to report them. Yeah, I'm chosen by God, so I am allowed to tap in, and I am allowed to do this, okay? And I don't care what you think. Goodbye. Anyways, you watched John Wick Ballerina. Oh, nice. And you did not know that they called him the Baba Yaga. That is hilarious. And just this morning, you were listening to music, and the song was called Baba Yaga. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Wow. I mean, that's spirit really throwing it in your face, saying, look at this, look at this, look at this. Because there are things to remember. I think, first of all, how part of it is how to work with magical fire. I'm getting also, a lot of her magic stems from the forest that she lives in, because the forest kind of like surrounds her hut, and it makes it so that other people can only find her if they do some type of ritual. I feel like you have a lot of abilities that you learned. You learned a lot about divination when you were with her. The Four of Wands, literally. You learned a lot. You completed a lot of projects. In fact, it feels like everything that she asked you to do, you were able to complete for her. This is why she wanted to share her wisdom with you. And she's showing back up to be a protector and a guardian. She wants to guide you towards some type of large sum of money or some type of success here, like rewards. It could be finishing a project or something like that. And she really wants you to tap into your unconscious abilities, because you have a lot of power within you. Look at this, the moon. Part of that power could have to do with, the moonlight and its influence. A lot of people are afraid of the moon. I don't want you guys to be afraid of any planet. Like when God created everything, there's nothing for you to fear. What I'm getting from the Holy Spirit is that Baba Yaga's coming forward to be a spirit guide at this time, to guide you away from a tragic situation and to remind you that you have an overflowing cup of love, that whatever you put your mind to, you are going to achieve at this time. And whatever was ending in your life, whoever was causing these endings, Baba Yaga does not like this person. In fact, whoever that person was that came in and just said that this was all fake, Baba Yaga is livid about that person. So it seems to me like anybody that offends you, she gets very offended. Because if she is a part of helping you, at least in the past, become who you are today, which I do get, that she's been like leaving you little breadcrumbs, because she doesn't want you to be afraid of her. Obviously, she knows people are afraid of her. And she knows that, eating children is probably not the best thing, but she does favor some children. In fact, she had her own children at one point. Whoever was trying to cause an ending in your life, they're having to face Baba Yaga's wrath, and that's crazy. And we just had that full moon. Absolutely. 6 of Cups. Yeah. Like you could have been that size when your parents brought you to her. And she knows which ones hold a great destiny. So this does have to do about your future and your destiny. Whoever was trying to bring an ending to you, to your loving spirit, they're having to face, you know, first of all, whoever these people are, they're having to face you going through an awakening and realizing your power. And then these people are going to be completely screwed. SOL. Yeah. Because they were definitely trying to spy on you, to watch whatever you were doing. It never seems to phase you, though. Like, it's like these people could be trying to spy on what you're doing with your creative projects and goals, but they're not going to be able to block that or take that from you. All they can do is basically watch from afar. And yeah, Baba Yaga wants you to remember your power and remember what she taught you on how to alchemize and transmute energy. And, you know, there is a story about Baba Yaga, and it has, oh my God, it has to do this picture, of death. It has to do with one of her children or something, a headless rider of a horse. You may want to research the different tales about Baba Yaga and listen to them, because it's going to spark a memory. And this is all for your highest and best good, literally, so that you can block out these people, because her power, it's like when she's in her element, her territory, her power is the dominion. It's, obviously it's not greater than God's power, but it is the dominant power in the region. All other witches and warlocks that are around her area do not have dominion, and they don't go into her territory, basically. So somebody could be trying to invade your territory or invade your space, and she wants you to use your actual power and the power of your surroundings to block that person out. And she also wants you to tap into the power of the moon, because there's a lot there. Also, there's a story about Baba Yaga, and one of the girls that is working for her, that her parents like sacrificed her to Baba Yaga. She is given this she's given this torch of light, and she's able to make it through the darkness. There's something about that story that's very significant, and about this horse rider person. Oh my God. Yeah. Falsely labeled you a terrorist. That's crazy. Yeah. You didn't want her to think you were ignoring her. Well, I'm glad that, absolutely. Leaving an offering out would be great. Absolutely. Because she wants to work with you. She wants to help you remember that you are, just like people fear her, that you are somebody to be feared, literally. And anybody that thinks that they can just come up and play with you like this, they're in for a rude awakening. Ace of Wands. Yeah, she wants you to remember your spiritual power, so you can go through a metamorphosis and help change the world for the better. I do feel like she favors you because you're such a hard worker, and because you don't ever give up. And like most people in your position would have given up already, but you have not given up. And so she is very proud of you. She also, wants you to know that the magic that you hold within you naturally is enough. It's enough to put up a boundary. It's enough to put up, I would call it warding, because you're basically putting up in your area that this is my space and other people cannot invade it. And I think that that's an important thing to learn while you're on this journey, because she's monitoring you, but it's in a loving way. Right? These other people that want to monitor you, they're looking at you with the evil eye, and she's not having that shit. She's literally, I see her going, and she's like returning somebody's energy back to them. The 4 of Cups. Yeah. She doesn't want you to live life dissatisfied, because you have all this power to tap into, and all of this awareness and all of this knowledge, basically, about herbs, how to heal, how to cook. I just said healing dishes. I mean, she's got a book that's like really big a very big book with a bunch of spells in it. You may end up creating something with your recipes as well. I do feel like whoever is trying to get into your energy to spy is going to be very, very distraught. Yeah, Eight of Pentacles, because they want to take whatever this divine life work is that you're working on, and Baba Yaga is not going to allow that to happen. These people might want to be mindful that not all spirit guides have to obey free will. Not all spirit guides are of the light. Some of them are of the darkness, and they will do whatever they feel that they need to do to keep their children and the ones that they love safe, point blank, period. And if it's at the expense of these people, then, you know, these beings of darkness, they don't care about messing someone up. Look, she wants you to have your 10 of Cups, a happy family, which is exactly what this work is going to create is a community that you can thrive in. So yeah, there's a lot about your surroundings. There's a lot about listening and speaking with trees and working with tree spirits. And then there's a lot about tapping into that raw power that you hold within, because she gave you power. She gave you some type of light, and she also gave you some type of tool in another life, and that tool is going to benefit you now, basically, so that you can maneuver through these timelines and get to your highest timeline. Basically, the Tower, these people are going to be in the Tower because they continually try to abuse their power when it comes to you, or they try to make you feel like you don't have any. Again, they might want to be mindful about that your happily ever after is written in stone. Okay, nobody's going to be changing that shit. And there's also a message about the Tower of Babel. Maybe you were one of the people that protested the building of the Tower of Babel and somebody stoned you to death. That's sad. The Lovers. Interesting. Yeah, in this other lifetime that you had with Baba Yaga, I don't think that you found a lover right away. It took a while. But you are with whoever you're supposed to be with right now. The World, yeah. Look at the green man right there, and the forest. So there is something very significant about the spirit of the forest. Also about eagles, something very significant about eagles. I'm also hearing buffalo. And okay, if you're seeing a lot of birds, those birds are from Baba Yaga. If you're seeing a lot of like birds of prey, that's Baba Yaga telling you that you're protected by a higher predator than these lower predators that are attacking you. Ace of Swords. What did I just say about being protected? Look at the bird of prey. Like, seriously, right now, look at that bird of prey and the sword of protection. It doesn't matter what environment you're in, you're protected. This is basically what you're being shown. You're also being told to go for your dreams. Do not think your dreams are too big or that they're unrealistic. Just know that if you follow through with your plans, you will meet success. Like, success will be there to meet you. She also doesn't want you to be afraid of your power, because your power is what is going to help you understand who you are spiritually. And so when you know yourself, you know your own power, and she doesn't want you to be afraid of that, because in this other lifetime, you could have been afraid of your own power. Seven of Wands. Yeah, you had to defend yourself in some type of way, most likely against your evil ass parents. But yeah. No, I see that in this other lifetime, you were still compassionate to your parents, even though they sacrificed you to Baba Yaga. It just ended up working out in your favor because Baba Yaga favored you, because every task she gave you, you were able to magically complete. Like, that's what she's literally saying, is that every task I gave her, she completed and impressed me. Seven of Cups. Yeah. Because people could have been painting a lot of illusions around you, and this could be why you had to defend yourself, because again, people creating illusions about you. And this situation is actually stemming from this lifetime where your parents, they were disillusioned about you. They didn't know that you were a special child. And so when they went to go give you away, they were giving away their most priceless, like, object, basically. And then everything went to shit for them, and everything for you got better. King of Swords. Yeah, there may be somebody that wants to judge you, for your power or for your spiritual connections. But again, they don't really, like, this is why Baba Yaga wants you to know your power, because your power will knock this person out. They're like, they want you to think that you are not powerful so that they can oppress you, but you're being reminded that you are more powerful. You're the most powerful creator in your reality, besides the Most High God, right? Knight of Wands. Yeah. And so be aware that there may be somebody trying to bring a struggle to you. But if you don't accept that struggle, and if you use your power against these people, you will gain the victory. And these people will be shocked, but they will also learn that you cannot try to strip somebody of their power, and you cannot try to block somebody's future. King of Pentacles. And not everybody, these people are about to learn that not everybody is going to sell their soul to make a deal. Like, that's the thing, that these weird ass men, these three, and I don't know why, Girl Gone, it always seems like a group of weird ass men that are attacking you, and they don't like your sexuality and whatever other nonsense, because you don't want to share your sexual energy. These people are seriously weak. And it doesn't matter what approach they take towards you, they're going to take a loss. These people are about to take a hit, because they were wanting to make you compromise your integrity to sign a deal with them. And it's a big no. That is a big no. Yeah, keep your sword up against these people. And I feel like they're hiding from you anyways. These people are not even going to come to the, like we're exposing them, but they don't even want to come to the forefront to be seen. They're trying to just do shit in the background. And that's why you need to know how powerful you are, so that your power will cancel out what these people are doing. Yeah, because you're here to reap a harvest, literally. You're here to create something long lasting and to gain the wheel of fortune. Basically, it's your turn to spin the wheel. And these people are just bent out of shape about that. You could have an ex that wants you to come back and sleep with them again or something weird, and you're not doing that. And so they feel like you deserve to be a target of humiliation or something. Like, I'm getting some weird ass humiliation ritual. Yeah, Baba Yaga is going to rip these people apart. They might want to be mindful, because you're the Empress. You're showing up a loving, nurturing, honest person that cares for others authentically. You're not fake. And so you are respected for that, especially in the spiritual realm and in the physical realm as well. These people just don't have the eyes to see that. Yes, they want that connection to your energy, that sacral energy, so that they can drain it, but they're not able to reattach anything. The Nine of Wands. Yeah, these people were trying to permanently wound you in a situation to where you could never recover. And these people were trying to break you down so that you would need a man. They hate you because you don't need a man. That's literally what this is. We're going to break it down. They don't like you because you don't need a man. Okay, is there anything else? I'm also hearing that you are a potion maker. You could possibly make healing potions for people. You may want to read about making potions. Yeah, you're about to get some really good news. This could be a message from Baba Yaga. This could be a message from Archangel Gabriel. I get that you're in connection with both of them. And I'm also hearing that you may get a message from nature confirming that you are protected, that a boundary or a ward has been put up, and that these people that were trying to invade your energy and your space are being booted out of it. Let's get one more. Six of Wands. Look at this. You're still going to get public recognition, honor, and fame. Yay, 70 likes. You're still on your path of highest ascension, basically. You're gaining a victory over these enemies, and you're about to trample them down. And they did not see this coming, because they thought that you were a weak woman, and they didn't understand that, being a woman is not a weakness, it's a strength. Especially when you're a wise, compassionate being who cares for others. That is not a weakness. That is a strength. So yeah, she definitely has been making connection with you. She will be talking with you in your dreams. So make sure you write your dreams down, and she will be instructing you on how the process of making potions, because this may be something that you do for yourself at least, and something that you pass down to your children as well, how to do this type of work. Because I really do feel like, you know, that you are being guided to embrace the power that you hold here and to share it with other people. And it's going to bring you a lot of success and prosperity, like a lot. So, yay. So, I'm so glad that you brought that to my attention, because I always think that Baba Yaga is probably scary to most people. And so I'm glad to see that she is a guide to somebody else other than just me, because I thought that I was maybe alone. But yeah, potions, definitely. This is going to help you. And I feel like it's a learning process, but this is you just remembering that you hold powers that other people don't possess, you know? You saw a tree this morning and made you want to cry, because even though the tree looked dead, there was flowers on it. On one side of the tree, you used to draw trees like that to give you hope. So yeah, you were in connection with these higher forces, and you're going to be guided towards how to use them to heal. What is this card? I forgot. Look, the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is so far from you now. It's almost like if you were in any type of sadness before, that's going to fade. The more time you spend in nature, the better you're going to feel. You're welcome. I love you guys so much. Thank you for making it to the ending of this reading. Please like the video. It would greatly help. Tap the notification bell. Make sure you are subscribed, okay? And I'll see you guys in the next one. Know that God loves you. Know that I love you. Until the next reading, peace be with you. I hope you guys have a beautiful and wonderful day. Oh, thank you guys so much. God bless you. And know that I'm supporting you, okay? Please like the video. Tap the notification bell. Make sure you're subscribed. All right. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys. Have a beautiful day. God bless you.